stories are present in life. Everybody likes stories. If you see to the movie, you really want to see the stories, right? And if you are a kid and you want to sleep, you really want a story on your mother's voice, and the stories has many effects on humans. They very interesting, they're very intimate, they are calming. So you name it, the emotions of the large range is there. And I think it's really important to say a story in your own method, or with your own tools. And my tool is, of course, the textile. And if I collect textile pieces from the past or from other unknown people, then it is the part of the history and really part of the big human story. How can we live here in the earth, and how can we embellish our environment, or place when you live, and what is the homemaking really? I live in New Brunswick, in rural New Brunswick, in the countryside, which is really similar and different in the same time. My first home, which was in Hungary, countryside, many years ago, but I'm privileged to live here now. But uh, as a woman and as an artist, I was able to make many homes in my lifetime, because I really strongly believe the home and the connection to the locals, or connection to the place where you live, is very, very important. And it gives you a pleasure, it gives you a rootedness, and it's a necessary thing to have, to you and to your immediate surroundings. You can call it family, or group of people, or those kind of community what you belongs to. If I thinking of my material, the textile, which is my main activities to make textile pieces, I especially like to do large ones, which is a little different than to make a palm full of little drawings, or work on textile. If you think large, like more than 1 meter, with this technique, you need to know your material really, really well, because the linen or the silk or the wool respond differently for your effort to make a drawing, or make a nice surface with needlework. And if you do them, they pays back 1,000 times your knowledge, because it's really, really rewarding to work. So these are my silk cabinets, and I have the collection of threads, the silk threads, what I really like to use. Some of them dyed by me, some of them just bought, some of them in skein. And if you see this one, so these are the what I dyed, because sometimes I need to produce those skeins which are uneven, like if you have a line to embroider and it's need the color and the intensity of the line, you can do it this kind of treatment. So this red fragment is originally made from the Mont Saint Vincent University Art Gallery, because they had an exhibition about disabilities and the artist's relations to disability, and that was my statement, paralleling my work, my very early work in Canada, to compare my Hungarian heritage with the red embroidery patterns what was in pillowcases, and I cut it for pieces and made an American quilt, a North American star-shaped pattern quilts. And in parallel, it was my mother-in-law's struggle with the stroke and how she recovered, and how we can see through her embroidery work this process, and what the human brain able to do if she has a tool and motivation. So the tool was the old embroidery skill, and motivation was the love, of course, because she wanted to see us one more time, and meet and talk about the pattern and her process and developing the work, because I encouraged her really strongly to do it, because this is beautiful. It's even beautiful than the perfect pattern, and you can see, I will show you here. So it was a beautiful, documented human struggle and effort how to make sense your life again. And this is a very simple. This element of the pattern is repeating. So and she always did it in from without the layout, without the pattern, because it was in her head. And then when he wanted to reproduce again after the stroke, he ended up to make these mistakes, you see. So she just couldn't follow the pattern anymore, because her brain was not the old one. So these patterns are went differently, but she struggled to put it together somehow. And so here this nice irregularities are makes the piece really, really unique and very human. All life, what's around me is influence for me, because I really like to live my life fully. So I engaged different activities. My family is very important to me, and how can you make a good family around you? You need to be a good cook, you good storyteller, and those kind of skills what I just mentioned already. And somehow instinct in unconsciously and instinctively just goes into my art. I don't know how. Sometimes I know how, but sometimes I have no idea why I did it. I just felt it's right to do that. more Hungarian, but not really North American either. So who am I? Because if you are an artist, I think it's an endless journey to find yourself, find true self, how you live your life and what you want to